Day to be on live stream. All right, I'm checking some things to make sure I'm appearing up here on YouTube. Yes. On live stream. Welcome back to another video. As I'm checking out some things here, I am streaming on two platforms today, YouTube and Facebook. So welcome to, let me just say this. Welcome to Juicy Chat. Now, Juicy Chat does not mean all gossip and, all kinds of sneaky talk or anything like that. No dirty talk. What we have going on here, Juicy Chat, is what I'm going to start calling these weekly chats because I have finished a 7-day juice. Well, actually, no, I have not finished. I'm on day 7 of a 7-day juice fast, and tomorrow is results day. So tomorrow I'll have a video. I'll be making a video, and actually that will probably post on Tuesday. And let me check here to make sure I am on Facebook as well. There we go. Yep. Well, actually, no, and I'm on day 7. Hi, Karen. I see you. I see you on Facebook. Yay, you made it. Karen is snowed in New York. I know this post can't be boosted. I want to see it big. All right. Hey, Athena. What's up? Happy Sunday to you, girl. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Hey, wait a minute. Are you heading over to the Planner Suite conference by any chance? Is that this week or is that next week? I can't remember. All right, people. Tomorrow is results. There we go. Now I got it up here. There we go. Hello, Miss Erin. Yeah, Karen says, yep, snowed in. No, Athena, I'm not involved with the Planner Suite this year. I had to take this year off, and I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss seeing your sweet little face and your bubbly spirit. I miss this time of year because I love the Planner Suite, but I plan on going next year, so and I think that's going to help me with a lot of things. I know that well, anyway, that's another conversation. This video is about I'm going to update you on the progress that I had with my 7-day juice fast. Today is day 7. I'm in the middle of day 7, so tomorrow is results day. Yes. And so I started Monday, and hey, Melanie. Hey, beautiful yourself. Hey, Kim, homeschooling Grammy. I know, Athena. I can't. I'm gonna be hating watching all the pictures. I've been seeing all the stuff come up, and I'm just like, I'm so upset that I won't be going this year. But I do want to go next year. So y'all, I got my little leopard print shirt on because I'm feeling fierce. I have to tell you something, and I know Kim, the homeschooling Grammy, will really appreciate this. Hello. Hold on a second. Let me just get straight here. If you will notice, I'm not drinking coffee today. I have been without coffee for 7 days. And I'll get into that in a little bit, but when I went on a juice fast, you have to pretty much get rid of everything. So there's no supplements, there's no stimulants, if at all possible. So again, I preface all of this, if you're ever going to experiment or do anything with any type of a juice plan, a 7-day, 5-day, 28-day, something like that, please talk to your doctor about it, because if you're on medications, or if you have issues with, high blood pressure or any kind of a medical condition, talk to your doctor first about it. With that said, I don't have any underlying issues. I don't have, so far everything with me has been fine. Any underlying issues I have, I'm going to talk about in just a second, because what I'm so like, I am, I can't keep my thoughts together because I have the fog is gone and I've got like all of this stuff I can see now, and I'm just really excited about it, and so I don't know what to grab first. So the mental clarity is there. So after 7 days of juicing and um, going through crap this week, you guys, oh my word. So before I started on Monday, I went through and I started weaning down things and started getting some things out of my diet first, because you really do have to prepare before you start a fast. You just can't start one day and say, oh, today I'm going to do a juice fast, or I'm going to fast today, or if you are not mentally prepared, and if you are not prepared in your kitchen to have things on hand, and ready, or, weaning off of coffee is another thing. You really need to be doing that as well, so that when you get ready to start the fast, it's not just a super shock to your body. So what I did for 7 days is I followed a plan, and I had 5 juices a day and basically water. That was basically my diet for this last week. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Jenny. Glad you joined the chat. Yeah, Athena, I do sound like you. Wow! Thanks, Kim. Hey, Nona Grace. Hi. Oh, there's so many people on today. I love it. Okay. Because, all right, so I did this juice fast. And so I started on Monday, and that was my first day without coffee. So I hadn't had coffee on Monday. Wait a minute, hold on. Sunday was my last day where I had coffee in the morning. So Monday I start I start juicing. And I start the morning with hot water and lemon, and then I start the juicing. And it's about every 3 hours that I was in the kitchen again juicing and having another juice. So it felt like it felt like really crazy being in the kitchen a lot, cutting up vegetables and stuff, because I don't have a fancy juicer. So I was cutting up vegetables and fruit and all this kind of stuff. And so by Monday afternoon, it was probably around 3 or 4 o'clock, I started to feel like crap. And a lot of you know I've been having a lot of back pain issues since it was right after Christmas. So between Christmas and New Year's, I was having back issues like maybe sciatica, arthritis, and I had been nursing it along for a few months, just kind of this trying to take care of my back. I would have good days. If I did too much, I would have to slow down and settle down. But between Christmas and New Year's, I did something while I was packing our suitcase to come back home. I don't know what I did. I really don't know what I did. And all of a sudden I just had this pain. And by the time we got home, it was bad. And so I just sat on the couch with an ice pack, and I was trying to take, I took a muscle relaxer, but I didn't want to take any, I don't like to take drugs, right? But it was that hurtful. Had a problem sleeping. It kind of died down. But when I started this juice fast, the pain came back, and of course I had everything all over my body. I had pain all over my body. I was just, of course I had the headaches. I was going through withdrawals, and I was withdrawing from caffeine, sugar, because I had things over Christmas like cookies, and I had mashed potatoes, and it wasn't just Christmas. This was, the past few months I had really gotten away from keto, and I can't even call it lazy keto. It was just like, yeah, I kind of have some keto basics in here, but, it was the holidays. So from like October to the end of the year, it was just crap. The food I was eating was crap. So, yes, energy level, Athena. Melanie, you're doing laundry? Yeah, I got laundry going right now too. But yeah, my energy level. Okay, so anyway, like this last week, I had no energy. I was in pain. I didn't do any videos I wanted to do. I've got a results video that's going to be coming out Tuesday, but I wanted to do a video this week, and I was just like, I feel like crap. I feel like I cannot tell you how bad I felt. And so Tuesday was even worse. And then I would go to bed at night, and my whole body was just like doing all this stuff, and my head was like this, and my body was in pain. I could not get comfortable in the bed. I ended up coming downstairs and sleeping in the recliner. until I broke down. Because on this juice fast, you're not supposed to take, unless you have required medication, you're not supposed to take anything. Like I said, no supplements, no what you call it, ibuprofen or anything like that. Because really, because your liver needs to be detoxed. Your liver processes everything out of your body, so your liver needs to be clean. Your body needs to rest. And I felt so bad when I took some ibuprofen, but the pain was just horrible, and I wanted to be able to get some sleep. So I did that and sat with an ice pack, and the pain went away. And I was like, great. So I had to do that 2 times. No, I did it on Wednesday night because I had to miss Bible study. And so I did it on Wednesday night, and I was able to sleep through. So I had to take it again on Thursday morning. But I didn't have to take any more until Friday morning. And then Saturday, which was obviously yesterday, Saturday was my first pain-free day. But I could still feel a little bit back here, right? And my pain-free day. And then Sunday, today, I'm like, wow, I feel really good. And I know where my little problem area is back here, but I'm not in pain, and I've been doing things today, and I've been, like just kind of trying to be my normal self, but not really like overdoing it. Because when I have a good day, I overdo it and I push myself, and then I end up regretting it later. But, oh, Athena, you had asthma. Aw. So you're getting back this week. Yeah, I missed you on YouTube too. I saw that you did your Vlogonize one day, and then I saw that you kind of disappeared, so I figured maybe something had happened. Kim, the couch has become your friend. So we're all having, now I'm not saying that this was like the miraculous healer here, but when, you've all heard the saying, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. And I may have gotten that all wrong, but the principle is there. I believe that there is the food is super healing. And when you fast, so meaning you're fasting, like getting rid of all of the junk that we eat, the standard American diet is very horrible. And you realize it's called SAD for a reason. Standard American diet is sad. It's bad. It's don't eat it. Bad. But I have gotten everything, so I've had no caffeine, and for my body type, I'm perimenopausal, scooching into menopause, and I also have adrenal fatigue, so things that are taxing to my body, stressful on my body. Caffeine is a stimulant, but it's also a stressor to my body. So if I'm already weak, my adrenals are already shot, having caffeine is going to make it worse. So I think for right now, I'm going to have to say goodbye to coffee for a little while, which is why I'm calling these now Juicy Chats, because because I'm going to be having, in my life is going to be, juicing to get the fresh juices, the fresh fruits and vegetables. And because I've had such a positive result so far that I want to keep it going, which is why I have the question, which way am I going to go next? I have the 7 days is over, but I want to keep the momentum going. A lot of I'm a keto gal, so I like to do the keto diet is kind of what I've been doing. I did that in 2017 and I lost 30 pounds. In 2018, I gained it all back. Not all of it, actually, because that'll be revealed in my results video. But I didn't gain all 30 back. But it wasn't because the diet didn't work. It was because I had a back issue back in March or May, somewhere in the beginning of the year, had a back issue, and then from there, after chiropractic therapy, things kind of just started, I was starting to have these back problems, and it became, and when I tried to walk or if I tried to exercise, my body, it was worse. I was like in traction the next day. So I was like, well, what do I do about exercise? And then I got depressed, and I was like, who cares anymore about eating, and so anyway, I had a very much downhill road in 2018, which is why I have launched last week, or actually Monday, was this Countdown to Dee's Day. And Dee's Day is my birthday, in September, September 14th, and that is my major milestone birthday that I'm going to be having, and I'm giving myself a countdown to where I will feel healthy, I'll feel energized, I will feel alive, I will be able to see my waist again. Oh my goodness, you guys, speaking of, I had to do measurements, okay? I hate doing measurements, but I had a chart that I showed you in my last live video, and I had a chart that has to put my weight and I had to do my measurements, and I hate doing like all these measurements. I usually just do the scale weight, and then I just try to figure out how I'm doing by the way my clothes fit, right? Well, so I was like, all right, I have to do my measurements because I really have to see what I'm dealing with here, get it all out on the table. And so I did my measurements, and I really was like, the last live video I talked about being like a marshmallow on toothpicks. That's me. I really was. It's like this and squishy, and I was the same. Bust, waist, hips, they were the same all the way down. Oh my word! And that's so bad because your waist isn't the waist isn't supposed to be the same as your chest and your hips. So, oh my word! So I'm like, oh, okay. And I've been straight my whole life, really, but there was always a little bit of difference in the middle. But this time it's like So yeah, that's me. That's me. And yes, ladies, Nona Grace, Kim, Athena, whoever, and everybody else that's on the chat, Aaron, Stacy, Jenny, JT, Anna, everybody. God is good. God is good. And so I am celebrating that this is like one of the first pain-free days I have had in a long time. So I'm not out of the woods yet. So I wouldn't say it's like 100% gone because like I said, I can still feel in my back. I can, the hip area right there in that joint, I still kind of feel like, Darlene, be careful because, you don't want to overdo it and stress it. So what I'm thinking of, I have, there's all these things that I've been doing. This is all my juice stuff here, like all my papers for my juice plan. So I have a shopping list. I had a schedule. I had a schedule for juices. I had my schedule for the week. And then there's my chart for body stats, which I have to fill out. And then and then my shopping list, which hopefully I'm going to get a picture up in the next video. Yep. And then I've got the 7-day Juice Master Diet. I've got that on my Kindle. So that's on my Kindle. Then I have my wonderful books that, where I've done all my studying on. I've got my keto book this isn't a recipe book. This is all about information about keto and fat and insulin and lipase and A1C tests and heart junk and meat and all. That's that book. And then this one is Metabolic Renewal. And this is the one that has really got me focused on. This is all about women and balancing our hormones. And this is where I'm actually really focusing a lot on is in renewing my metabolism. It's not that I have necessarily a slow metabolism. I just have drained adrenals. And so I want to get back into health. I want to get healthy to lose the weight. When my body is healthy and is functioning properly, then I can lose the weight, right? But in order to get healthy, I got to do certain things. Number one was sleep. Thank you, Karen. I have to get the recommended amount of sleep, which there's no way. They say it's between 8 and 10 hours. There's no way I could get that kind of sleep. But I've been shooting for 6 because for the last probably decade, I've only been getting 4 hours a night. And then I would push myself through the day and just push through with artificial stimulants like coffee or, rock stars or some kind of other sugary stuff or whatever, just to try to, give myself some kind of an energy boost to get through the day. So what I've done now is I've given myself permission to take a nap in the afternoon, a 20-minute nap. And that has helped out tremendously. Just 20 minutes, maybe 30, but we have an Alexa thing, and I set it for a 30-minute timer, and I just close my eyes and then she goes off and I'm like, okay, time to get back up. And I can get through the rest of the night without having coffee, but I'm giving my body a chance to rest. I'm giving my adrenals a chance to rest, which is why I know for sure this is why I've got the belly. Is there's a lot of stress in here. I wouldn't even be surprised if I didn't have a fatty liver too. But who knows? That's why we're detoxing. Yeah, 7 is a good amount. I can't get to 7 yet. Maybe on the weekends I might be able to, but I shoot for 6, so that means I have to, during the week, I have to go to bed at 9:30. So that, or between 9:30 and 10, but still I have to get myself into bed at 9:30 and then get up and then I'll take a nap in the afternoon. But taking that nap is huge because that's usually when my fall time is that I will fall out around in the afternoon, anywhere between 12 and 4, because I'm up so early. And so I'll fall between 12 and 4, but it's giving my body a chance to recover and to rest and to, this is all about managing the stress. I'm sorry, I've got papers right here. Hold on. There we go. I'm giving my body a chance to, calm down. I did not know how much when you're in perimenopause and menopause, how much your body, some of some of the things that I took for granted before can actually stress my body. So, for example, like exercising hard. For example, like I started running the beginning of last year. I started a C25K program, and because I have always had this vision of running and, like running a, running a, what do you call it, a 3K, 5K, or something, I just felt like, even just running a mile was, so I wanted to do that, but that never seemed to work out. That seemed to just really, exercise was like working against me. And whenever I told anybody that, they were always like, well, you just need to do this or try harder for this. And no one ever mentioned my hormones. And I've been going through this up and down perimenopause thing for like the last 2 years. So it was like all of 2017. It actually started in 2016, but it was all of 2017, 2018 was definitely all of that years I was up and down with hormones. Nana says you walk very fast and you go to bed. All right, so you're 9:15 bedtime and 5:15 in the morning. So that's a really good. I'm in bed. Well, see, I haven't been, but my husband gets up for work at 4 in the morning, and I'm up. So I end up getting up with him. And what I would do is just never try to make up that sleep. And so we're in bed by 10. So 10, let's see, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3, so maybe 5 hours. But when I was wearing my Fitbit, I was averaging 4 hours of sleep. So yeah, so that's not good. So anyway, so I'm trying to increase, which I've been doing. So I've been doing it, getting some more sleep. That was helpful. Nona says you were in full menopause at age 57. Melanie, I'm so grateful that phase of my life is over. I hit perimenopause at 32. And 2 years ago, you're finally completely through it. Yeah, see, my mom went through it early too, and so I'm kind of following her pattern. I am not officially in menopause yet, but I'm very close. I'm very close. My doctor says you have to be 6 months or more without a cycle or something. So anyway, yeah, I was just like, whatever. Whatever, let's get through it. Kim. Oh, I'm sorry, Melanie. I have issues with anxiety. As soon as my eyes come open, I start going through that list of to-do, and I just don't know how to shut it off. You know what, Melanie? One of the things I've recommended over this last year to in our group was in the Recycled Mom Facebook group, was when you get up or before you go to bed, you write down the the 5 things that you can do. Actually, the journal that I'm working on has a section in there. This is a journal that I'm trying to get printed up called the Recycle Mom Can Do Journal. And the little box that you would fill out 5 things that you can do today, no more, because it's impossible to get through everything. So Melanie, you see that to-do list. We've all got one. We all have that list of like, oh my goodness, I have all this stuff I have to do today, and I have to go here and I have to do these things. And it's is it necessarily stuff you have to do today? Is it, so going through your list and saying, here are the things that I can do today, right? Here are these things. These are the things that I can do, because we only have today. So whatever it's about prioritizing. I don't know if that's going to help you or not, but it's about prioritizing what is absolutely needs to be done today, and what is that going to be for you? And it can't be like, and I was telling ladies, when you fill out that box, you can't try to squeeze everything in there, because it is unrealistic. What can you realistically do today? Because you only have today. And then you have, maybe, and it's about like, what is it that you're putting on your to-do list that really doesn't need to be on your to-do list, if that makes sense. It's like sometimes we carry all these things that we have to do. And I could just look around my house and see a million things that I have to do, but I know that I can do this today, and it brings it in, and it does help with worry and anxiety, because you know what? Dishes are always going to be there, and laundry's going to be there, and I have all this stuff with, YouTube and all these other things, and it's about just like knowing what I can do just for today. This is where I can do what I know I can do. The heat waves are less the closer to a recommended weight for your height. Oh, Kim, you were thrown into instant menopause 7 years ago? Ooh, that sounds like something happened there. And Nona Grace, you said the heat waves are less the closer to a recommended weight for your height. Is that to Melanie or to me? Let's see. No, my ovaries haven't had an ovarian cyst in about 4 years now. They did a partial hysterectomy when I was 26 due to cervical cancer. Oh, okay, Melanie. Yeah, the hubby. I have minions though, so I don't think, Melanie, I don't think you have minions in the house anymore. But I have some minions, and they're learning, responsibilities. So that will help. And I did need help a lot, with my back issues. But you know what? There are things that just, Melanie, I think you've got a lot done. I mean, you've totally turned your one room into your YouTube studio and cleaned a bunch of stuff out. So, that's huge. I haven't even been able to, get all my Christmas stuff down yet, because of just not being motivated to motivate other people, So when you're the motivator, and you're always motivating everybody else, who's there to motivate you? That's kind of where I'm at. Oh, I got you, Nona. Okay, to anyone. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of things do fall on our shoulders, don't they, Melanie? They just, and ladies, a lot of times they do fall onto our shoulders. And I think someone for like people, if you're like me, it's very hard to ask for help. One, because I do feel a responsibility to do certain things. And then 2, I feel like if I'm going to ask you for help, I'm going to ask you for something, for assistance for something or whatever, and it becomes this huge, it's like there's this resistance, or it seems to be like the vibe I'm getting back is negative, and it's like, like, stop asking me to do things, or you know what I mean? If that vibe there is going to be negative, then I'm not really going to be going there to ask you to help me for something, because it always seems like it's a bother to you. You know what I mean? So that's the other issue that I have, is that I feel that, and so I won't ask, so I'll just do it myself. And then the things pile up and pile up and pile up. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else can relate to that or not, but that's me. So yeah, so hopefully that will help you, Melanie. Like, trying to uh, just sit down and look at what really it's letting go. No, Melanie, wait. You know what? I remembered you talking about in your video one time about how you were. Hang on a second. You're talking about OCD, and then you're talking about your mom. You're talking about how you had to, you feel like you had to have things a certain way, have your house a certain way, and all that kind of stuff, and there was pressure coming from that. So, yeah, I think have actually looking at giving yourself permission to say, you know what, I'm going to put this thing that's on my to-do list. I'm going to put it over here and work on this on the weekend, or I'm just something that's going to like let something go so you can breathe and you can think more clearly, because yeah, that anxiety really just do this, and it closes us in, and we don't want to do that. We want to be thinking clearly, so that and work from a rest based lifestyle. Not that you're like sitting around eating bonbons all the time. That's not what I'm talking about. But something where you're working from a place of calmness, and it's like, you know what? It's okay. I can let these dishes sit in the sink, or I can let that laundry sit there because this is more important right now. Or it's this anyway, that has helped me putting things on my can-do list. Yeah, this yeah, Nona Grace, you're saying the same thing I am. Checking them off brings peace no matter how much is still on the list. Exactly. I love that. I love that, because that is, you are seeing progress. Um, so yes, I have had my little list of like the 5 things that I can do today, right? And I also have little things in different categories. This is like my 5 things that I do today, are things, I'm not so sure. I don't put dentist appointments in there or things like that, but it's just things that I need to do um, for me. It's basically, this is what I do today, and filling out, part of it is filling out this journal where you're filling out, you're putting in an affirmation, and you're putting in maybe keeping track of some meals, or like, this is a main meal I'm going to have for dinner. Uh, what was something else that's on there? How many glasses of water we have. So there was food, exercise, affirmations, your list. Making your bed was another thing that was to help you be starting off your day with success. We talked about that one in the group last year too. Oh, okay, Melanie. I'm a martyr. I expect people to know what needs to be done. When I was younger, I was told over and over I shouldn't have to ask you. You should just be doing it. Ah. So I go days without saying anything. Ah, okay, Melanie. Yeah, I'm the same way. If they give me attitude, or if they say anything like, do I have to do it now? Or they're like, or anything, it's not, yeah, I'm not going to ask again, because I don't have time for, I don't have time for your drama. Either you're going to help or you're not. You can be a team player. And the thing is, I don't want to be a nag to be asking someone, uh, to help. It's just like, how can, like, well, you should be helping me out, or you should this, or whatever. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm just going to do it because it needs to be done. And it could be something as simple as taking the trash out, putting cans in recycling, maybe cleaning up something or whatever. Whatever. Dishes. It's usually the common stuff that gets me. Yeah, Melanie. Yep. You get mad that they didn't help, but I never asked. It's this little vicious cycle that we get ourselves in. Ooh. Oh, oh my goodness, Athena, you be like organizing your jewelry for like a year. That girl has so many pearls that she took. Athena posted inventory. Oh goodness, was it on Instagram that you posted something about, and you had like all of this, like a list of all these things, like X amount of pearl necklaces or pearls or something, and then she had like all these things listed out, and I was like, holy cow, that's a lot. That's a lot. But that's good. See, you're focusing on cleaning your bedroom. You're sticking to one room. You know what? That reminds me. My husband had an app once where it had us going through the house room by room, and we were cleaning. We would have a light clean, but then we would have a deep clean where we were cleaning things from windows to floorboards. You know what I mean? Like we're just like doing everything and cabinets and stuff. And we were dividing it up between the kids. So it was some kind of like a room home cleaning organization app or something. I'll have to find out what that was. Hey, Monica. Okay, so y'all, all on YouTube, listen to this. This is from Jenny on Facebook. She says she works on a 20-minute plan. 20 minutes of cleaning, 20 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes each organizing, and 20 minutes plan. And that works for her at home. So that's what Jenny's doing. She's like a 20 minutes. So so Jenny, it sounds like you're doing like blocks of time, which is cool. I like that. So Athena says today is laundry and bedroom. Tomorrow is her office, organizing and decorating. Okay. Nona Grace. Oh, there we go. So Athena, here she goes. 200 necklaces, 175 bracelets, 300 earrings. Oh my word. Yep. That's 300 pairs of earrings, y'all, I think. Is that right? Okay, Melanie, yeah, so you're prepping your husband's lunches. I do my husband's lunch every day. I do his breakfast and lunch every day when I get up. And then thankfully my kids are doing their own breakfast. So at least there's that. But that's what I do in the morning. Um, my yeah, and it's just kind of I've done it by choice for probably the whole time we've been married. No, not the whole time we've been married, but so the first few years my husband and I were married, we worked opposite schedules, and I was singing in a band, and I would come home late at night, and of course he would be sleeping, and then he would get up early in the morning to go to work, and then while he was getting dressed, I would wake up and sit up in the bed, and I would just kind of chat with him and talk with him, and then before he left for work, and then he would leave. And then I was home most of the day, and then we would see each other for a few hours around dinner time, and then I would go to sing. And so anyway, that was kind of our schedule first few years we were married. And then by the time Elizabeth came along, my oldest, so that was 2000. We had moved to Northern Virginia where we are now, and he was commuting into DC every day. So he was getting up really early in the morning. Well, at the time I was just getting up with him because I was used to doing it kind of anyway, but it was like, well, he's up and I don't mean this to sound mean, but he's making noise. He has to turn lights on, and he's getting dressed, he's checking the weather, checking the road conditions, he's getting everything ready to go to work. Well, to help him out, I was just, since I was getting up, I said, well, I'll just go ahead and make him breakfast. Otherwise he wouldn't eat like a breakfast. He would probably just munch all day. And it saves us money. I make him breakfast and lunch, and so he doesn't have to go and buy stuff. So I just went ahead and did that. And I've been doing it through 3 kids and all of this, all this stuff I've been going through for the last decade. And and I've been doing it just, and it's whatever. It's like I can't really sleep while he's getting up anyway. So I just go ahead and just get up. So yeah, 300 pairs. There you go. You're doing a vlog. Okay, Athena's doing a vlogonize on her jewelry organization. So y'all, this is Athena's January video series is vlogonize, and so go on over there. So vlogonize, so it's like vlog organize. This is her theme for the month of January, so which I love, and she's talking about different ways of organizing. Her last video I saw was organizing your finances, I think is what that was. So y'all go over to Passion is a Verb, go over to her channel and check out organizing your finances. She has some great tips in there. Okay, Melanie, that's okay. Your bedroom's your sanctuary, so that needs to be spotless. And twice a week you deep clean your bathroom and master Oh, because it's the easiest room in the house to keep clean. Okay. Yeah. So for you, I have one of those rooms. I have a couple of those that are just kind of really easy to keep clean. Thanks for coming by, Melanie, and showing some love. Melanie Hind is AKA Princess Ninja, AKA Keto Critic, and now she's like, I don't know if you're AKA anything else, but now you're AKA Caffeinated Carnivore. I didn't see your video, but I saw it pop up. So anyway, Melanie has been a huge inspiration to me for Let's Ninja This. I'm part of her Ninja Nation, so you want to go over to her channel and get lots of inspiration on just staying with whatever weight loss plan that you're doing. Melanie does keto. Of course, she's doing a diet challenge for these next 30 days, but you want to stay, get motivation to just keep doing what you're doing. And she's been faithful to checking in every day, updating her stats, shouting out other people, and just, she's just working her thing. And she's been just, excuse me, slow and steady wins the race, Melanie. Is what I wanted to say to you the other day. Because Melanie's just been consistently going down and down and down, but it hasn't been huge jumps. And she's been consistently doing this, and she's done has amazing results in her health. We're not even talking about weight loss, just in her health in general. So pop on over to her channel, show her some love, tell her the Recycle Mom sent you. And then she has 2 wonderful doggies, and she's getting ready to take them for a walk. All right. So I like Jenny's idea. She had that block of times, like 20 minutes of this, 20, 20, 20. That way it doesn't become so overwhelming, and I like that. Monica, if you're still watching, thank you for popping in on the chat and watching. Can't tell if you're on Facebook anymore. I see Karen is still here. And JT, hello. So this week, these chats, they're gonna be coming. I'm gonna start calling them juicy chats because I'm not having coffee anymore. Holy moly, I've been talking a lot. I've been talking for 45 minutes. So, but yes, thank you all for. I think what I'm going to be doing next is I have a lot of like things that I've read. So I've got a lot of basics that have a lot of. So I guess my diet is going to be a lot of juicing and keto basics, and all with a focus on metabolic renewal. So I want to renew my metabolics, and doing that. One of the things, the first thing is I needed to keep my SHMEC in check, and SHMEC is SHMEC, and the first one is sleep. I needed to keep my sleep in check because I know for me, and I don't know about anybody else, but if my sleep is bad, then my eating is bad, and I make poor choices in my eating, and because I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I'm working from a place of exhaustion, and that's not healthy. It's not healthy for my body. It's not healthy for my mind. It's not healthy for people around me, and it's definitely, I make poor choices. I make poor choices with eating. So, I'll drink lots of extra, like I said, extra coffee, Rock Stars, or those, Red Bulls or something, like that. Or I'm always getting something that's trying to pump me up. Or I would, if I feel, stressed, again, because I'm exhausted, so I'm going to be more stress sensitive. Little things, so I'll start to get all, stressed out because of stuff I have to deal with, or I'm feeling overwhelmed very easily. So, so all of that is cleaned out, and I think I'm just gonna be moving forward days 8, 9, and 10, coming off of the fast. I can't just go in and start eating like full on keto food, or like go and eat a steak or something tomorrow. What I need to be doing is kind of coming down off of the fast and working food back into my life, and working because I have cleaned everything out. Y'all know we've been talking about cleaning, right? So y'all have, you clean that counter off, you clean that bathroom off, or you work on something and you get it all clean. That's wonderful, and it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling I'm having in my body, that I'm getting everything cleaned. but it's very important about what I put back in it. So, so what are you going to put back on that counter or that shelf, in that drawer, that closet? What are you going to put on there? And it's very important what you put back in there. And so I have to, I have to wean down. So I've got a few days where I have some juices in the morning, but then I'll have some food like, like a salad, or I was thinking of making, like, there's a recipe I have for keto pumpkin soup, and there's one for an avocado soup. So I started thinking I would still kind of stay on the same, start eating something different besides the juice. And then start I think by the end of next week, or this week actually, so by the end of this week, I'll be able to eating things like maybe fish and lots of vegetables, but still keeping the juice up. And I'm going to be doing that for a couple days. I know that the man who wrote this plan is Jason Vale, and you can find him on YouTube and social media. And he is he has lots of different juice plans. There's a 5-day detox, 7-day, and then there's a super blend me, and then there's a 28-day, which is in the thumbnail I have on YouTube. There's a 28-day plan. I don't know if I could juice for 28 days because let me tell you, being in the kitchen and cutting up everything. In fact, when I get done with this video, I'm probably gonna have to go downstairs and do something else again. Oh my! But I could tell you, like, anyway, just watch for the results video. Make sure that when you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the little bell so that you'll get notified every time I upload a new video or when I go live. And there's going to be a results video. I'm shooting for Tuesday to get that video out so you can see the results that I've had. And I'll show a little bit more about the actual juice plan, the diet, what I did, what I consumed in the last 7 days. The amount of apples, y'all, is just off the charts. So anyway, let's see. I have a juicy tip for you before I sign off here. Kim says that her diet is now no sugar, dairy, or gluten. That's good, Kim. That's good, Kim. I'm telling you. Oh, so I need to tell you guys, the top 3 addictions in America are not sex, drugs, alcohol. They are caffeine, sugar, and greasy food. Those are the top 3 addictions in the United States. Okay, and there's sugar. Well, actually, sugar is did I say sugar was number 1? I sorry, I said caffeine. But sugar is in like everything, and it's in different forms, or it's in, I'm not talking about natural sugars from like your fruits and vegetables. I'm talking about the sugary, like cereals, and there are some things that they pump with sugar, but you don't know what it is. Things that have high fructose corn syrup in them, those kinds of things. You have to know what sugar is called in different forms. Caffeine, again, so then you have like coffee or Coca-Colas or things like that. The caffeine is bitter, so they add sugar to that to make it taste better. So you have sugar and caffeine are the number 1 and 2, and then greasy food. You've got all of your fast food restaurants out there, for that kind of stuff. Okay, I know America and fast food restaurants and stuff like that have changed some things, but those are the top 3 addictions. When you're talking about other things, like alcohol and drugs, they fall way down on the list. And we're so far down here paying attention to everything, and we're preaching about, what do you hear about all the time? We got people preaching against sex, drugs, and alcohol and all that, and we have problems with that. We have sex trafficking, and we have, child abuse. We have opioid abuse. In my area, it's huge. So we have drug addictions. We have, drinking problems. Millions of people being killed every year. Well, I'm not saying any numbers because I don't have any stats, but high rates of drunk driving incidents and that kind of thing. We always preach on that. And we're preaching at it at the same time. We're over there, hugging the coffee pot and, waving a, greasy, burger or something at them. Now, burgers are good for keto, but, I'm talking about greasy, icky Big Mac. Let's put it that way. Sorry, McDonald's. Oh, Christy chimed in. on Facebook, and she says sugar is an addictive killer to health. Exactly. It is very addicting. Sugar is addicting. And I am telling you from this last week when I was detoxing from sugar, it's not fun. It's not fun. Um, let's see, what else do we have in here? Athena says I'm doomed. This one, I said the same thing, Athena. When I was hearing when I was hearing the stats come along for, sugar, caffeine, and greasy food are the top 3 addictions. Sugar is addicting, and sugar is the number one cause of problems that we have with our bodies is inflammation. And when you follow the path of inflammation, it always goes back to sugar. Okay? And you can look that up. It's on Google. But when inflammation in our bodies causes things like diabetes and causes things like coronary artery disease or high cholesterol and things like that, it is sugar. Okay? And going on a low-fat diet is not the answer. Okay? Look, and that is all of this kind of information from doctors and people and nutritionists and those who are actually doing the studies out there. Okay? It is not, low-fat diet is not it. Okay? And I'll get into that in other videos. But what you want is, if you are interested in gaining energy and improving your health, if you're having issues, like insulin, diabetes or cholesterol, coronary anyway, I think you know what I'm talking about. Hardening of the arteries. That's not cholesterol. Actually, you know what? Cholesterol is a good thing in our bodies. Cholesterol is like, let's say you have a fire. There's a fire out there, all right? And the bell goes off in your brain that says, hello, there's a fire out there. Send the fire squad. And the fire squad in our bodies is cholesterol. So if there's a problem in your body, the cholesterol is actually a good thing. And when our body is, anyway, I am not going to talk about cholesterol because I'm going to get into an area that I don't want to talk about today, and I've already been talking too long. So, cornbread and toast. Yes, inflammation is the problem in our bodies. And if you can do something small, you don't have to jump in and do a 7-day detox like I did. Although I can tell you, going through the crap for like 3 days, and if you get back on here and watch the replay, I want to tell you, because Melanie was doing the carnivore diet and she was switching and she was concerned about caffeine withdrawals and stuff. Yes, when you withdraw from go through withdrawals from sugar and caffeine, yes, you will feel horrible like for 2-3 days. And on this juice program, by day 4, I was feeling like, I was coming out of the valley and I was coming into the light, and I was like, oh, okay. And so today's day 7 and I'm feeling great. Okay. I know it's not like on top of the world. I still have a ways to go, but from where I was a few weeks ago to where I am right now, I'm feeling good, and I haven't had any pain medications, and my back is okay. And I fully believe that all of the pain that I went through pain is that weakness. It's all that stuff leaving my body. And I'm not going to say that, whatever. I am totally, that is my story. That is my experience. And if inflammation is starting to go away from doing this, I'm going to stay on this for a little while and see if I can't reduce this inflammation in my body. I don't want to feel like I'm 90 years old and needing a walker to walk across the living room into the kitchen. And I'm doing this because my hands hurt. So, Athena, sugar withdrawal, you definitely would. And you don't realize there's a lot of sugar and stuff that you probably just don't even realize. Sugar withdrawal is a serious thing, people, and like Christy pointed out, it's addictive. It really is. And and all the stuff that we eat, it's amazing. It's the standard American diet is um we call it comfort food. Now I love me some macaroni and cheese. Oh, I have got to find a substitute for macaroni and cheese for the pasta. I've tried gluten-free pasta and I just can't really, nah. Maybe somewhere down the road I might be able to have something gluten-free or whatever, but pasta is just not going to do it for me. Not with the way my body is. I don't have a gallbladder. Like I said, I've got adrenal fatigue. I need to there's a lot of things I need to just nix out of my diet so I can heal. I need to heal. And if pasta's gonna, make me feel awful, then I'll find a substitute for that. And I'll just make keto macaroni and cheese. I think they make it with cauliflower, I think. But coffee is going to be the biggest thing that I'm going to be very sad. I'm not a tea drinker. But I could drink tea, I suppose. But I did find a recipe for bulletproof chicken broth that is really good. And to drink a hot drink like that, I might actually do that. So moving forward, I'm just going to keep, I'm going to keep doing the juicing and with my keto basics, my metabolic renewal and the juicing and all of that, I'm going to pull it all together and we'll just see how it goes. I'll let you know how it goes. I've got a plan for next week that I think I'll post up somewhere, I think, if I get it all finished. I got a spreadsheet on my computer that where I have juicing and then I have, and so it's like intermittent fasting too. So like last night I didn't eat after, nope, I'm sorry, I had a juice at 8. So it's tonight that I won't eat after 5. No, I'm sorry. No, today's day 7. So I have one more juice, which is going to be around 8. But then I won't eat until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So that is 13 hour. And that's where I was going to start the intermittent fasting, see if I can push my meals and make my meal window smaller. So we'll see. These are some things that I've been looking at. Kim says she just stopped eating pasta. Oh, pasta. I love me some pasta. All right, so I'm going to share a juicy tip with you guys, and then I'm going to end it for today. And I want to thank everyone for staying with me here on Facebook and on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the replay. If you've made it this far, thank you. I love it. I love the support. I love the interaction. Please feel free to leave comments. Don't forget to hashtag replay in the comments and let me know if you're watching the replay. My juicy tip for you this week. Remember, you can have whatever you like. It is your choice. You are choosing, this is a reminder to me, you are choosing to have freshly extracted juices to clean your system, test your character, and change your body shape. That hit me this week like a ton of bricks because I was just sitting there, cutting vegetables and and I was stuffing them in the juicer and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I hate being in a and I came across this tip because he puts stuff in here for you. So you have, you have your schedule for the day, and he's got some comments about what this juice is doing for you, and everything is, what it's doing in your body and all this stuff. And then he gives you a tip, and he's saying, remember, you can have whatever you like. But this is your choice. I was choosing to do this for 7 days, and you are choosing to have freshly extracted juices to clean your system, test your character, which it did because I was starting to question it by day 3, and change your body shape. Now, we'll find out tomorrow when I have the results day, and I'll find out tomorrow if my body shape changed. So if y'all remember, I said that my measurements were the same for my bust, waist, and hips. They were the same all the way down. So if you stick one of those big marshmallows on a pair of toothpicks, that's me. But it's not going to be me in 8 months. So we're going to do this. Countdown to Dee's Day. I don't know what day it is now, but it's less than 8 months now. So, yes, Karen says you can make your own keto pasta, and I'm going to look into that because I sure would like to have something that's more pasta-like instead of using cauliflower all the time. So, By Kim, by Athena. Oh, fruit shake. Let's see. I start real slow. Fruit shake with veggies for breakfast and salads for lunch and a non-wrap meal for dinner. Oh, okay. That's what you do. Just start slow. Just do one thing for yourself this week that is going to be positive for your health. Okay? It's your choice and you are choosing to do it because you want to be better. That's all right. So let's do this together. Countdown to D's Day is on, y'all. It's in full swing. Week 1 is done. Check the results video on Tuesday. I love y'all. Mwah. Thank you. Bye.